Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, as you'll have seen by the thumbnail, I have been gifted the 100th set of the Faber-Caster Black Edition pencils. Kevin, my lovely friend, sent these for my birthday present, and we've just been away down to our little caravan with my lovely grandson and son, and I came home and these arrived. I'm so pleased. Thank you so much, Kevin. So this is how they come packaged. If you haven't seen them before, you've got the colours at the top. They are, I believe to be I'm just getting the information up, I believe to be it says children's and adults, but they don't make sort of any great claims about being professional set or light fast. What you see is what you get, really, which is really lovely. And we all know the Faber-Castell name, so let me just switch that off. Oh, still got a glare. Anyway, so this is how they come packaged. A little bit of information on the back. It says, extra smooth, super soft lead for rich, brilliant colours. Ideal for light, coloured and dark papers. So I have seen a few claims about these pencils. Let's open them up and have a look. This is how they come in the box. And then you take out the insides, and then you get the same information on the box, but another nice looking packaging. A little bit of it's cardboard. And then we open it here, pull out this little tab, and obviously lift that up, Lucy. I'm trying to show you how to do it and I've fluffed it up. We open this up, and then inside that you get another box. This uber shiny cardboard, but I have played about with these. I've moved the order in them, but this is what they look like. Aren't they cool? This is ready for me to swatch. So I've got they do move about in here, and that's because I've put them in colour order. So like we haven't got so many in here, but hey ho, let me show you. I haven't sharpened them or anything yet. I have just sort of moved them around into colour family. So you get to, this is how they're advertised. I will zoom out in a second. Let's come out. So you get to organise them into this really cool storage box if you want to keep them like that. That's as far out as I can come. So let's move it like that. So let's have a look at a barrel. Let's get I want a dark one. I'm not allowed, I'm under strict instructions that I must not compare these to a colouring pencil that begins with P. A very popular brand that is used a lot on YouTube. I'm under strict instructions that I must not use that name. So anyway, there's the packaging. Isn't it cool? Let's just fold them back in. So I can move it out the way, and let's come in and have a look. So I promised I would not use anything as a comparison with the word P. Okay, so this is what they look like. They are triangular in barrel shape. I hope you can pick up on that. Really, actually really nice to hold, and I don't think I have any other triangular pencils. I would like to try some more. I don't know, is it the Ergosofts that are like these, the triangular shaped ones? I can't think the make. Anyway, let's have a look at these pencils. So we've got a dipped end and the core is covered. We've got the Faber-Castell name. Now these do not have pencil names, they have pencil numbers. And looking at them, and I haven't sharpened them yet, but I have tried to put them into some order. Looking at them, the numbers seem to be very random. There is no sort of order to them. I like numbers on pencils. I really do. It makes it a lot easier for me, like I say, with dyslexic tendencies. But they're smooth, black barrel, really nice black tips on them. Now, one thing I did look up is it says, they're saying that the triangular shape, extra smooth colour laydown. Well, we'll be the judge of that, won't we? And it says break resistant leads due to SV bonding. Well, when I look SV bonding up, it tells us that That is the process of gluing the full length of the lead to the wood casing of the pencil in its production. And this strengthens the lead and prevents breakages, which allows for better sharpening and produces a fine point. So there we are. That's what's called SV bonding. And I think if you have hand difficulties, they're going to sit really nicely. In fact, it might even be easier for me to use and try not to use my thumb colouring, as I call it. So what I'm going to do, folks, I don't think there's much more I can tell you about them. Like I say, there's no light fastness on them. They've got that lovely fold out case, but we need to see how they perform, don't we? Do they work well? What colour choices have we got? I've got a little tiny strip of black card because they're meant to work on light paper and dark paper. We'll be the judge of that again. What I'm going to do is go off and sharpen all 100 and get a swatch sheet ready. We are going to swatch them like I did in the last video, so we can talk about them in more detail, what colour choices they've given us, and how we think we might be able to use those. And then in the next video we'll do a colouring with them. So if you'll allow me the next 3 hours, I don't know, however long, for a second for you, but I'm going to go off and put them in an order and get my swatch sheet ready. Alright my lovely friends, I'll see you in a second. Okay folks, I've created my little swatch chart, 1 through to 100, and then the pencil numbers down here. So before I get to that, that's on my cardstock, which is in my wish list. You'll find it down below in the description box. And if you scroll to the bottom, it's somewhere near the bottom, is the paper I use, which is just adorable paper. It's brilliant. Well, it's cardstock really, but it's beautiful. So I've put them in order of how my brain works. So if you're thinking, I wouldn't do it that way, that's your preference, but mine is this way. So they sharpened beautifully. I had one breakage, which of course would be this beautiful blue, and the end dropped off like that. That was it. Just one breakage. Yeah, so I've ordered them, I've put them in this pencil case. I don't think they'd be staying in this pencil case because I hate the layout of these. Excuse me, I like the individual slot ones, but hey ho, it is what it is. It's the only pencil case I had available. And the reason I did that, if we go back to the original packaging, is once you start, if you've got them in order, and once you start sort of taking pencils out to colour with, they're all floppy and they mess about, and yeah, so I can't have that. But it is a lovely design, and also my desk is not very deep, so yeah, look at that designing. Isn't that lovely? Anyway, let's get to it. So, the swatch sheet. Here we are. Let's take out our first 3 pencils and come in. Let's hope I can get this right. Do you know, I'm going to be honest with you, this is the second time I've filmed this. Because, you know what I'm like, I get everything wrong, and it was like, one you can forgive. About 4 or 5 years, not happening. Anyway, okay, so let's start. This beautiful pale yellow 789. And it is a gorgeous colour. I can tell you I got to about 8 before I realised I'd already made mistakes. That's what happens when you come back away from holiday after a 4-hour journey home and try and put together all these numbers. So this is a 725. They are really soft. I can't wait to actually do a colouring page with them. And the reason that I swatch is because I swatch anyway, because although that's a pretty close match, look, I swatch because you sometimes get pencils that don't match the pencil end, and I like to have all the colours, oh look at that one, sorry, creamy. I like to have all the pencil colours laid out in front of me, and I just enjoy it. I find it a really therapeutic part of colouring. 726. So yeah, they feel soft and creamy, but yeah, we have to wait for I didn't take the 3 out, did I? 767. We have to wait for the actual page that I'll colour with to see what they blend like. Just put a bit of pressure down and see what happens. Very nice. I like them so far. Let's take these 3 out, otherwise I'm going to get myself confused and it'll be the 4th time I'm filming. Okay, 718. So I meant to say to you earlier, I went on and looked to see if there was any other sets. They do smaller sets of them. That's a pretty colour. And they also do a skin tone set, which is just a small set. I think it's 10. They do a skin tone set, and they do a pastel and neon set, which all of those are included in this set, in case you were wondering. This set, I think, retails in pounds sterling for £46 on Amazon. Oh, look at those gorgeous colours, aren't they pretty, those ones? Oh my goodness. They're going to be a favourite. I love them. Aren't they gorgeous? Okay, let's get the next ones. 7, yeah, see, I nearly got it wrong. Oh, 702. What's all these numbers? I mean, I'm bad with words and letters, but numbers like this just really confuse me. So what I'm going to do is I will put my sticker on the top and I'll number them 1 to 100. That way I won't get so confused. 732. These are some incredible oranges. Look at these. Look at that. Let's darken that up. Nice. Really nice. 727. Now, oh, that's pretty too. I did have in the comments some one of my lovely watchers and subscribers said that they loved how excited I get over new pencils. I do get excited, really excited over them. Like a little kid, I've always loved pencils. I was always obsessed with them as a child. And they asked if there was any sets of pencils that I didn't like. 715. And yeah, there are. There are some pencils that I don't like. I don't like the Koh-i-Noor. I just cannot get on with them. I've tried. I really don't like them. I do not like the Brute Funa pencils. I like the square ones, but I don't like the usual round ones. Don't like them at all. What was the other one? Oh, the Shuttle Art ones. Don't like them. Okay, here are our reds. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. You're going to shoot me, people, you're going to shoot me. But I don't like the Derwent Artist pencils. Because I'm a colouring book fanatic. And there aren't many colouring books that they're going to work well in, I find anyway. That's just my opinion, please don't shout at me. I'm definitely not, oh that's a nice red. I'm not a Shuttle Art fan. What else? Is there any others? Oh yeah, I didn't like the Spectrum Noir, not the ones I showed recently, the other ones. What ones are they called? Not my little ones that I showed you recently, the little cheap set, I like them. 748. The other set that you can get, oh, what are they called? Anyway, I don't like colouring with them. They're really hard work. But of late, right, so that's our reds. Let's have a look at that. We have got a gorgeous selection of, not so many yellows, but I do like the oranges. Those peaches are beautiful. And that's all our reds. So quite a limited selection of reds. But they are good reds, and you've got that dark one and then into that sort of orange red. Okay, so let's keep going. So I'm going to go now into my blue section. Let's have a look. So 793. No. I've missed a section out. Bear with me. Yes, 731. We've got some more pinks. We haven't done our pinks, people. 731. These are I'm gonna enjoy these. You can just tell, you know how they perform when they go down. There's a little bit of crumble, not a lot. $7.30. So other than my polychromos, which I am allowed to pronounce, my favourite budget pencils at the moment, and have been for a while, are my Artex 126 set. I absolutely adore those. But if these perform well, which I'm hoping they do, I think the colour range so far is beautiful. And I think that's what draws me to the Artex, actually, is that the colour choices they have are just phenomenal. There's sort of every colour in there that I like. That's gorgeous, look at that. Look at those pinks, aren't they beautiful? Right, now we're going into our blues. Okay. So... oh no, don't tell me I've done it again. No. Oh no, I'm looking at this one, there's already colour on there. 793. I had to check, and then I looked at my swatch chart, and I got to, when I was filling it in on the computer with the numbers, I got to 97, and I had 3 more. I'd filled in 98, and I'd still got 3 colours left. So I'm like, I had to go back through each pencil and pull them out and check them against my chart to get my brain to realise what I'd done. And what I'd done was written 2 pencils twice. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful. But I didn't want you to have to suffer my stupidness on camera, so these blues, oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Fading out to nothingness. Let's put a real coat on there. Oh, snapped it. My fault. I pressed really hard to see what we could do. Okay. Next 3 is 706. So you don't need to press hard. I'm not pressing hard to get colour out of them. You can lighten them off really beautifully. Look at that. What stunning colours. Okay, 775. Now I know there is a really dark, beautiful one in here because, well, A, I've put them into colour order, so you know I've looked at them. But B, it's the one that broke. 773. It looks like my order got a bit jacked up there, but look at those colours. Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. Aren't they beautiful blues? And we've got that, if you're wondering, that very pale one down here. This is almost purple now. I've put it in with that next to that blue. But that's okay. That's okay. Alright, where are we? Right, what are we on now? 720. Which of course I can't find. Here we are. Picked up the wrong... This is this trouble with this pencil case, it's rubbish. I'm blaming it on the pencil case. 720. Oh. This is not the pencil's fault, folks. It's because I've sharpened them way too much. Always do. That's beautiful. I love the blues in this set. Aren't they gorgeous? 736. Oh yes, look at that. Oh, beautiful. Look how nice those two would go together. Just gorgeous. 758. Oh, they are beautiful colours. And then we're going to get into the darker ones now. These are 756. So these are more, I'm ignoring it, folks. We are going into our blue-greens in a minute. That's a beautiful, like, smoky colour, isn't it? 738. So, can I just say that we came home from our little caravan. This is the one that broke. 707. Came home from our little caravan. We left the weather there, 4 hours away from home. Scorching hot, so hot that my son actually got sunburnt on the back of his legs. Oh, that's lovely. Really like that colour. And we came back home and it was really dreary and miserable. I mean, what is going on? Okay, 747 or 774. You'll hear me mess up, and my brain just doesn't cope with all these numbers. Anything to do with columns and... Okay, that could have almost gone in the greys, but that's beautiful. Blue-grey. 737. Yeah, you'll hear me mess up because my brain just can't do columns and rows, and it just can't do it. With words or numbers. Which is why you'll often see I'll have my pencils now with a number on them because I just find it so much easier to do it that way. Okay, that was our blues. Let me come out and have a look at the blues. Gives me a break from swatching, gives you a break from looking at them. So we've got these, look at those pastels down there, man. They are gorgeous. Love those. So we've got this exceptionally beautiful pale blue, and then look at those. We've got from that palest blue to this real deep indigo colour. That's gorgeous. Okay, I'm very impressed so far. So we're coming back in, and I'm now going into purples, and I have separated these out, so you'll see they're like blue purples, pink purples. We'll see, you'll see. So 792. So you'll have purples that lean more to blue that I've put together, if I've got it right. Gosh, that's beautiful. Love it. They have got their pastel colours down to a T, haven't they? 751. Gorgeous. And 755. Well, I thought I had them in the right order. See those, I would have considered those more bluey purple and this one more pink. So, obviously just wedged that pink one in there somehow. But never mind. As long as I've got them on paper and I can see them, folks, who cares? And then we can do a colouring page with them. Okay, so now we've got 756. So actually, no, I don't think that was too bad. They are more pinky look than the bluey ones that I'm just doing. If I make any sense to anyone. Yeah, they're definitely pinker. And now these ones seem bluer. She says. That was my theory. I don't think it's worked, but never mind. 771. I think they're gorgeous. Look at that one and that one. They would go beautifully together. That one and that one, that one, that one and that one. Oh, yes. Just, it's nice when you can just pick them out and see instant blends together, isn't it? That means a well thought out set usually. 705. Oh, I'm getting to the deeper colours. That's lovely, look at that. 775, oh 7, see I've done it then, 754. My brain just randomly fills things in. Okay, again that's just sort of smoky colour, grey coloured one, so that'd be nice. And 729. Very sort of pink rose colour, that's gorgeous, look at that. That's beautiful. I like that colour. Again, leaning to more grey colour, but I love it. At the time of sorting these out, my brain made sense. I'm not sure they do now, but we'll see. Okay, 719. We have not neglected the purples, and a lot of sets do that. I know it's difficult for pinks and purples to be good light fast pencils, and as soon as these don't have a light fast rating, they're not going to, are they? If they're a child's pencil, they can afford to give us more pinks and purples. Now that I ummed and ahed about whether it should go in with the pinks or not, but I quite like it in the order that I've put them in. Don't shout at me, folks. Please don't shout at me. It's just how my brain perceives the colour. Okay, 733. Look at that. That is a gorgeous array of... So what I tried to do is, I've got some of them in the wrong places, but I tried to do, like you can see here, like the blue purples, pink, more pinker purples. That's what I tried to do, but the order's obviously a bit out. 749. So that's much more red. A much more redder one. That's lovely. So we can add that to our red, so that will help. And 733. Another one that's sort of leaning towards the pinker reds. What do you think? Oh, they are beautiful, aren't they? Oh, very, very pretty. Okay, right. Greens now, folks. Are you ready for these ones? There is lots and lots of greens. So I have separated these into yellow greens, blue greens and olive greens. So we're going to go in with the yellow greens. So this is 799. Then we'll look at their... Gosh, that's almost a luminous. They do have a luminous ones. Actually, could be an luminous one. Yeah, it probably is, actually. One of their fluorescent ones. I think that is. Oh, I just haven't put it... Yes, it is. And I haven't put it in the right place. 710. Because I've sorted out all the fluorescent ones. Okay, yeah, so here's our yellowy greens. So even after all that organising, I still managed to get one wrong. 710. This is 743, so I've got... That's in the wrong order. Why? Oh, come on, Lucy. Hang on. I'm picking them out the wrong places. Bear with me, folks. Have a good look at those beautiful colours. Oh my gosh. Okay. Good job I did check. So I'm looking for 761. There it is. 761. Yes, these are what I class as my yellowy greens. Put those away. 794. They're gorgeous. I haven't seen many sets with these types of colours other than Black Widows have the most incredible soft greens in their set. But these, I have to tell you, I think are much softer than, well, definitely are, much softer than Black Widows, in case you were wondering. 777. Pretty, huh? Okay, 779. So I think these might be more my olivey tones now that I've separated them into. Like I say, it's just how my brain does it. 744. They'd blend nicely together, wouldn't they? Beautiful. And 71. Okay. That's a lovely colour. I can see me using that a lot. That's really pretty. I like that colour. Okay, what have we got? More olives. 760. Look at those two. Gorgeous. Let's move you up before I get more carried away. And we're going into more of our bright greens. 776. Or our blue greens. See how that's got more blue in it? Our turquoisey colour. Beautiful. One's a little crumbly, not much. Let's have a look at the core. It's a little off centre, look, this one. But nothing major. Okay, 742. We're nearly there, folks. Hopefully I haven't fluffed up and have to refilm again. Yeah, look at those. Okay, we've got a few more greens still. So we've got 759. Let's move you up. Oh, that beautiful. Oh, gorgeous. I love those colours. Like that tealy colour. Aquary. Beautiful. And a dark one. So those two are going to blend gorgeous. Look at that. Those two made for each other. And then we've got 741 and this one. Oh, that's a bit greener. It's less blue than those two, isn't it? Am I making any sense to anyone, or is it just my brain? Now that one would go with those three. We'll go with as a 3, sorry. That one, and that one. Wouldn't that be pretty? Yeah. Oh. Gorgeous. Okay, what have we got now? Now I've moved into our sort of brownish tones. Browns and beiges, I think, if I've got it correct. Don't quote me. 768. Yep. So we've got some really pretty, unusual colours here. Look at that. Sort of beige, very light beige, beautiful colour. Hope you can pick up on that. And then we just look at them. Now these are probably, I would think, in their skin tone set. But isn't that gorgeous? That's a 28. Again, I know that's sort of like a eggshell colour, that one, but quite unusual to find some of these shades. Excuse me while I sort my chair out. To find some of these shades, I think anyway, in my opinion. Okay, 781. I'm just going to ignore it. Pretend it didn't happen. There we go. Oh, that is, look at those. Aren't they beautiful? They're soft colours. They really have nailed it. And now we're coming into more of our true browns. Beautiful. 786. Sort of brown ochre, isn't it? There we are. It's those ones. This one looks like it might be a bit of an oddity, we'll see. 783. Oh no. It's got a sort of pinky hue to it. Great for skin tone, that one. Oh, bless my soul. 785. And 722. I don't quite know what my brain was thinking when I put that one there. Should have been moved, I think, down here somewhere. But never mind. Like I say, I don't really care as long as I can see the colours. I don't mind too much if they're not in the exact correct order. It's hard to sort 100 pencils out that don't have any numbers run in any consecutive order, and these certainly don't. 747, that I've seen anyway. I mean, you know what I've just said about my brain being a bit numb when it comes to numbers and letters. But I haven't seen any sort of order to them. So it is quite hard to sort out 100 pencils. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, look. Oh, I like that. It's like a rusty colour. Really pretty. And then we've got 723. There are some gorgeous skin tones. Look at those. Aren't they beautiful? Beautiful! I don't know where the P came from then. Okay, then we should go into our darker browns now. So 784, this is a dark one, look at that. Nice rich brown. That's lovely. I like natural looking browns like that. 711. Oh, they've got gorgeous colours. Those two together, look at that. Oh, I'm squeaking. Can you hear it? And 746. Oh, amazing. That is going to make, those tones of brown is going to make colouring certain things really easy. Okay. 788. Very clay-like tones, those last two. That one I love. Tree bark and things, going to add interest because you've got all those different tones to choose from. Almost black, that one. Gorgeous. Really nice to have. Okay. Now we're going to move into our greys, and I've separated these into blue greys. So let's do those first. Blue greys. They have the most phenomenal colours. I'm so impressed with the beautiful colours they have. Look at that. Obviously it could be put over in with the blues if you want, but there is definitely a very blue silver undertone, grey colour. So a slate colour, yeah, that's gorgeous, look at that. Look how well those two would go. Very, very pretty. And then we've got the darker one of them, 7500 or 750. See my brain's done it again? Yeah, it's darker, so not so bluey, but you could use that to deepen up some of the blues even further if you needed to. Okay. Then we've got 735. These are sort of red greys. That is delicious. Love that one. So these are our warmer greys. And then we've got 724. Aren't they both beautiful, those two colours? And then we've got two very cold greys. There we are. And nearly there, folks. Well, I can go and choose a page and start filming. They're nice, aren't they? Those two. Is that it? I think, folks. That's it. And we've got our black and our white. Let's test this black out. Okay, so let's lessen the pressure off and see. That's a really good black. Look how dark you can get that. That's a really nice black. I'm impressed with that one. Our white you're probably not going to see, but what we'll do, oh, ignore me folks, it's because I'm tired and I get heavy-handed. Let's go over the line. Does it go over? Yeah, it does. Press quite hard though, but yes, it has covered, so that's quite impressive. Okay, and then we've got these fluorescents. So don't forget, I'd put that 799 up here, which was part of the fluorescence, and I just hadn't registered it. So we've got, let's see. $796 is this orange. Don't listen, folks. Don't listen. It didn't happen. Fluorescent orange. That'd be quite good for some of like the fairground scenes that we have in, say, Rita Berman has some fair rides and fireworks and things like that. These might be quite good for that. They're soft and squidgy. They're not. Yeah, they're nice. And then we've got. They're not scratchy or unusable. Okay, there we are. I was panicking then, folks. I thought, what's the blank spot? It's the white, because I'm an idiot. Right, let's come out a little bit so we can see all of the delicious colours. Okay, I love the brown selection. So if I'm criticising, if I have to be critical at all at the moment, and that's hard to do because I haven't used them, but let's have a look at the colours. I would have liked some more cool greys maybe, because there's these. Although these colours are phenomenal, they're like these two are perfect, and that one, that's perfect. But I've liked some just more normal grey tones in cold colours rather than the leaning towards the blue. But I love the colours I do have. If I was being overly harsh, although we've got that nice red up there, almost like a Bordeaux red up there, I can bring it down slightly. There you go. I would like some more reds, but I think the reds we do have, again, are perfectly adequate, and we can use opposite colour to darken them up. I adore the selection of greens. I think they're beautiful, although we don't have a very dark one, but again, we can use opposites to darken the green up. And then I absolutely adore the blues and the purples. I think they've got those spot on. I really do. I think the blues and the purples are absolutely incredible because we have that very dark blue. We've got a very dark purple over here, which is great. Right, let's lift it up and do the wax test. Do we have... There is a bit of shine on these pencils. So there's more shine on these that I can see on camera, I don't know if you can, than the Amazon Basic ones. But that's no bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Right, let's test some colours on the black. So let's see if they really do work. The claim is that they will work on dark and light colours. So let's go with a colour that's notoriously easy to see through and not opaque, which is the 789 yellow one. Let's lay that down. I'm being really mean to them. Okay. Well, I suppose so, because that's very pale on there, isn't it? Let's be nice and choose a mid yellow. Let's see what happens then. So this is a 701. That's sort of golden. Oh, not bad, considering. Right, let's go with, let's do a blue. Let's do 789, or that one. What's that one? 706, this one. Let's do this one. Of course the tone is going to be changed if you use them with a darker background, but that is quite opaque. And it has changed the tone obviously, but not too much. That's quite impressive, isn't it? Let's put that back. Let's try purple. I'm just randomly picking 705. So this one. Let's try this one. Nice. Yeah, I've got that. They're actually, Miss Critical Pants here, they're actually really nice. Let's choose a lighter green. This is 794. So this one. I just want to see what they're like. I'm just playing. Okay, so you can... They do show up. That's 794. That's that colour. You do need to layer them quite a lot, obviously, because you don't want that black to show through. But that's not the pencil's fault. They are quite opaque. Look, I'm really impressed when I look at them on camera. They look amazing. Okay, and then let's do one of these 780. A very pale skin tone. Let's try that. Oh, come on. Stupid pencil case. Yeah, 780. So this like shell colour down here. They are really good. So there you go, folks. Look at that. You want to know how they lay down and how opaque they are. There you go. What do you think to that? That's that colour there. Although that's lost some of its colour. But then they will do it. I've picked really cruel colours to do it with. But yeah, oh my goodness. Look at that. Let's try neons. Woohoo! Let's see. Do they remain neon or not? Because that would be interesting to know if we wanted to put them over our painted black backgrounds, wouldn't it? Not really. I was probably not performing as well as the other pencils, but I don't know if that's a trait of neons because I don't use them very much. That's the yellow neon. Yeah, kind of a bit disappointing, those ones. On black. On white paper they're not. Oh, pink's good. But I'm not going to be fussed because I'm probably not going to be doing an awful lot with neon colours. But look at those they're really good, aren't they? Look at that. That purple came up gorgeous, didn't it? And that blue. And actually that green came up really nice. So you can use them. There is some opacity there. Although probably the best I've seen on black paper, but obviously it's going to change the tone. Anyway, I'll stop banging on. Let me move that out of the way. Kevin, thank you so much for your beautiful, kind gift. As always, you always send me the most lovely stuff to keep the channel up to date and going. So thank you so much. Let me know. Now, one of the things I was going to say was Kevin made me promise not to mention a well-known brand, a very well-known brand of pencils that begin with P. I'll just glide one across the camera quick. I didn't mention it. He's sick to death, he says, of people always banging on about those and using them as a comparison. And I'll tell you why, and that's because in the UK they're incredibly expensive. I think it's like £250 now for a set of 150 in the UK. You can get them open stock, but you have to dig for them. So they are really, really they are quite challenging. So I do get it. I do understand why that would be really frustrating for people. And we have the luxury of some really great budget pencil sets available to us, don't we? And if you're learning to colour, and even if you're not learning to colour, these are a very, very good substitute for some of these more expensive pencils. So if you want to see, please let me know in the comments if you want me to go through some of my budget pencils and colour with them, rather than always having out the polychromos. I didn't say the other P, Kevin. Back off. You're not having them back. Yeah, rather than polychromos, Pablos, all those posh expensive ones, would you want to see a series of colouring where we focus on budget sets? I can gladly do that for you. Happily do that for you. So anyway, let me know in the comments. So I've rambled enough. I'm going to have to go off. Just keep looking at these three colours down here. Aren't they gorgeous? Those three pastel-y ones, and those, I love them. I'm going to go off and choose a page for us to colour in, and we'll see how they perform in the next video. Alright, my lovely friends, so until we meet again in the next video, take really good care of yourselves. Night night.